Mesechtes Nazir, dinim and halachos of Naziris, whether done b'taira or b'tumah, shilas and chakiris. Will this yacht attach, or is it something he wants none of? Kigoin shahaya Nazir, over lefanov, ishki yidor neder, Nazir lahazir, mechatzanim vazog, miyayin v'sheichar, yazir, hanoider min hatumah, hanoider min hataglachas. Is it ache yazir mikulam, or even hanoider miyachas? Is it best not to become a Nazir? Better to use your seichel, unlike Nazir Shimshon. By a Nazir Olam, Hichbit Saroi, he is Mekel, the Maisa of Shimon HaTzadik, and the Nazir with the right views. Nashkayal Roisha, Kamaska Yarbai Nazir amongst Jews, Stam Nazir Islam Yoim, Yeh is Bigamatria 30, Nitme Yoim Shloishim Soisra Akol, and brings a carbon of 2 birdie. Hareni Nazir Yom Echad. Now what are we to do? Hareni Naziru Mechza. He becomes a Nazir times 2. Nazir Olam or Le'olam. Statements that are ambiguous. While one can mean many terms, the other may mean a single continuous. Suffix Naziris is worse than a Vadai. No reason to chuckle. Is suffix Nazir lahachmir? Is suffix Naziris lahakil? Minat gregris, minat vela. Is he a Nazir, or do we ignore? Do we say twice lashon rishon, or should we consider even more? Ein adam mitzi dvarav latala. No words are ever fudged. Bigmar dvarav adam nitbas. By his last words he is judged. Statements that are partial or limited, certainly not traditional, incomplete or ambivalent. A Tanai makes it conditional. To remain able to drink wine or to be mitama, such a Tanai we will scuttle. Kol hamasnal mashekasa b'Torah, Tanai bottle. Hareni Nazir once, and then another statement, conditional. Does it become a Naziris arichta? Or is it Seiser and we need additional? Is it separate or overlapping? How to be done? Mixes hayoim kikuloi. Is it oila lakan or lakan? Nitma on the final day of a stam nazirus or a groisa? Is it Seiser as a coil or only shiva? It is Seiser. A haircut needs substance. It must make a roshim. She'ein taglachas. Pachis mishloishim, Hareni Nazir va'achas. He becomes a Nazir once and again. Hareni Nazir v'Nazir kishiyeh liben. When do we say he is mashlim? After his Naziris was upended. When is it Seiser? When the Naziris is suspended. Mishanoda bevesak forest. Several offer an opinion. If the Naziris is chal, is it subject to Malchus? Is it Oiloloi Minaminyan? Now, if a Nazir was only Mitzar Atzmai from wine at dinner, HaMitzar Atzmai Mikol Dover, Alachas Kama Vakama is a sinner. Amra Parazu, what a cow is thinking, he senses. If he offers to pay another Nazir's expenses, a Nazir that was Oilol Eretz Yisrael, must he repeat his routine? Is it Shloishim? Or the entire term, the story of Hilni, the queen? How does Hatvasa or a chain work when one says, and me? Misha Amar Hareini Nazir, Vishama Chaveroi, Bamar Ani, Hutor Harishain, Hutor Kulan, although Utor Ha'achroin, the others are Surin, Kulam, provided that this is all done. Toich Teig Dibor, Kidei She'ilat Shalom Talmud L'Rav, makes it a Chibor. A Baal may be made for his wife's Naziris, but his silence is Hakama. But is he Megis Umiyaker when he does a Hafara? Hafara Bala, how to handle the Karbonis that was separated, what to do with the monies set aside or designated. Hamigaleach al Karbonos Aviv, a lengthy discussion. Chatas shlamim and ayla ma'istumin mufarashim ha'ish madir es benoi nazir, but not so by his wife. Is this an halacha l'Moshe Sinai, or is this chinuch for life? Again, what to do with the karbanis that were already selected if the katan or the relatives heard it and objected? An entire parak of cases of hegdish b'tois, shar shachar, chavish al yayin, or a dinar of ma'ois, a hegdish declaration, or a meiser that was taken. Karalichi asiri, the count was mistaken. Charata or Pesach, for a chacham to be matir, ein poistin b'noilod, not the type of Pesach to patir. Those who accepted Naziris, only to find the Beis HaMikdash destroyed. When there was a neder b'ta'os, the neder is void. Will opposite conditions make one of two people a Nazir? Or maybe it is either, possibly the other one, or how about neither? Unique to Naziris, a requirement to satisfy. One must be clear in his statement, hafla, clarify, no Rashi, but the Rosh adds a ton. Tosfos is pshat, and we have the Mefarish, the Rivan. Nazir is different in so many ways, including no Gemara at all on Lamed Gimel Amud Beis, Shloisha Minim Asur B'Nazir, including what comes from the vine. Kol hayotzim and hagefen, towards one shear will combine the juice and the pulp, or the wine that you chug, seeds and the skin, mechatzanim v'adzog, all on this list are included, but leaves and vines may not. The difference between a klal and a ribui, a miyut and a prat, afilu shara pitoi biyayin, an isser is invoked. Tziruf is a chiddush by Nazir. Mishras means soaked. The like achas, like a shnayim, even more if we can stretch. Lav shebechlolius ein loikin, one does not get petch. Besides by a Nazir and Seir, ein heter mitzdarif le'isser. From Mishras we may also learn tam ki ikar. Knowing all the shiurim for revius may make you in asking wine for a Nazir or dalat kaises, the amount that won't allow you to paskin, the shear for dam tameh or haitzah, what not to drink before avodah, mashkin shemetama, mayim for a mitzayra, the oil for chalas Nazir or a taida. Besides not shaping with a razor, with scissors he can crop. Does hair grow from its roots or from its top? Shloisha megalchin, for a mitzvah, for there to be a kiyum, a Nazir and mitzayra, and the shaving of the Leviim, a Nazir to be mitama, for a mace mitzvah is mutter, but hayotzim and hagefen, even the mitzvah is a nehuter, yayin a nesaiser. On the past days, it has no roishim, while tuma is soiseres as a kol. Taglachas needs loishim. Taglachas tuma begins with hazo shlishi v'shvi. He's megaleach on the 7th. Umevi karbonosov bishmini. Vim gilach bishmini. And with karbonos he proceeded. He is yotza, unlike by a mitzayra, where hair of shemesh is needed. A Nazir b'yom Eloi brings for a shlamim a ram, for a chatos and an oila a female and a male lamb. Is it the chatos or another the carbon? Once placed on the mizbeach, it is on the shlamim or achas mishloshton that he is migaleach, as the shlamim was cooking on a flame of wood. Hayanoitil sa'arosh nizroi umishalayach tachas hadud. The zvoya b'sheila was waived, but his tnufa really needed. Once all this is done, the taira is completed. Is taglachas ma'keves? What was the miskana? On a bald Nazir do we say tzarech ve'ein loy takana, while a kohen gadol and a nazir are both metama for a mace mitzvah. Which one should step forward? A machlokes in the Mishnah. Al elu tumas hanazir megaleach, on a mace, a kazayis, al etzem kisayra b'magav masa, but not babayis, a ladle full of rekev, at somos that are roiv minyonoi, evim menachai, al ashedra valga goyles, bones that are roiv minyonoi, besa pras is the rabbanon. On Eretz Ha'amim, we had a chakira where the chachamim geyser because of gusha or because of avira. These tumois are not soisres hakoidmin. In everyone's opinion, Yemei Hazov and Yemei Hesker are oilaloi min aminyin. One of Shnei Nazirim became tamei, but to whom was the transmission? Taglachas and karbonos are brought, each with many conditions, using various tanoim and haircuts, not to allow sveikos to continue to suffer. Is hakafas kalarosh, shmei hakafa, a nazir who is a mitzayra for so much to be concerned, a suffix or vadai, a mitzayra muskar or confirmed, even the number of haircuts in sveikos we waddle. A nazir's haircut is lahavir, a mitzayra is lagadol. A nazir that was already toivel, but now finds out after that he was tamei before. No reason for laughter. Was it a tumia dua or tahaim? Standing there like a goylam, kol she'ena makira at soifa oilam. Was a suffix in Rosh Hashanah or Rosh Hashanah well worth noting. Tumas meis, tumas sheres. Was it safa, floating, moving, or stationary? Was it a tumas kavua? Was it covered or known? How about a tumas belua? A nazir va'isa pesach, when they go or return. A shchunas kforim that is found. A grave concern. Measurements and limitations we try to uncover when Tuma is discovered and there is Raglayim Lidavar, Hadron Lach Masechtas Nazir, Vahadra Chalon, Loi Nisashi Minach Masechtas Nazir, Loi Stishni Minon. However you understand a Nazir, whatever your rebuttal, since he can't even be Mitama for Kroivim, he reaches the Kedusha of a Kohen Gadol. But someone who learns and steigs Torahs Hashem Timima exceeds even the level of a Kohen Gadol, as a Talmid Chacham gets Kedima. In the schools of our learning, V'chaya Olam Nata B'Seichenu, may we see the coming of Mashiach B'mheira V'yameinu.